Okay, we are back and welcome to this next video in a series on how to get to 10K per month in your business. And if you've just joined us for this series, make sure to go back and check out the previous videos because this is a series of trainings based on my most successful clients, the clients who I've helped to get to 10K a month and beyond, pretty much starting from nothing. And so really, it doesn't matter where you are right now in your business. Understand you can get huge leaps and bounds once you start to understand the core principles that are going to be able to take you to be the top 3%. And in this video, I want to talk about team. Okay, so we're going to use this board again and let's talk about team. So here's the thing, let's look at me when I went into the personal training industry. I qualified in 2005 and, I was taught by PT school that I should be selling blocks and sessions and, I should go out and, start training clients. Well, zero was taught to me about building a team. At Fitpreneurs, I'm blessed to say that we have an amazing team, but it didn't always start off that way. I started off just doing this on my own, but because I want to impact and change more lives and so I can stay in my zone of genius, I need to build a team around me. And I can tell you now that the initial stages of this, these decisions that you make in your business to grow a team, they take courage. Why? Because, you want to do things on your own. Sometimes we have negative things that happen to us and we don't want to move forward, or we don't really understand how to build a team. So let me take you back to 2009-ish. I say ish because I can't remember the exact year that I hired her. But, I was doing the lunchbox diet. So for those of you who don't know, I was training my clients and basically, I came up with this concept of eating out of a lunchbox. I never had a problem. Hey, stop it. Come in. Okay. So I like to keep these videos live, unedited, because Buddha likes to bark at other dogs, don't you? All right, enough of that. It's a show, okay? I'm trying to teach them about building a team. You good now? All right. So it's back in 2009. My lunchbox diet was released by HarperCollins. So basically, I never had a problem getting clients, and so I came up with this concept of eating from a lunchbox. And my client said to me, Simon, we're getting great results with training, but what about the nutrition side of things? So I put together a 3-page document on basically what I did, which was eat out of this lunchbox. And to cut a long story short, I turned it into a 13-page ebook. It got picked up by Elle magazine. They called it the best diet ever. And then that got turned into a 6-figure book deal with HarperCollins. 7 publishers fought for the rights for this idea that I came up with. Based on something that worked. And just a little bit of advice there, take what works and, replicate it. There's so many people who just want to make money and they're selling stuff that doesn't work. And so my concept very early on was find things that worked and then, build that into like a program, a book, and so that's how the lunchbox diet was born. In fact, that's how all my coaching programs are born, from things that have worked that you can replicate, that speeds up the process of success. So basically what happened was I had this book that was published in 2009 and I started to build a digital product suite. So I had the lunchbox diet published. It was also an ebook. I started to build and learn about internet marketing and grow the business. And it got to the point where I was getting so many sales that I needed help. So oftentimes what happens in business is you start to doing things on your own. And as you grow and as you expand, you start to realize I'm going to need some more help here. So in my Lunchbox Diet Facebook group, I posted for an assistant. And now, since then, Anne, the amazing assistant, I call her, she's traveled all over the world, Bali, San Diego. I see her every few months. And that started from, a client who had invested in my Lunchbox Diet. And so that at that point, from those challenges in, customer service and needing help, that really started to teach me about the power of outsourcing, the power of, working on my strengths and starting to bring in other people. And so understand that if you want to grow to that next level, you're most likely going to need to start to build a team around you to help take away the things that, while you're doing them at the moment, it's not your best use of your time, because you could be doing other things like building your business, sales, marketing. And so what I want you to do now, guys, is get a piece of paper, draw a line down the middle, okay? And write down all the things you're currently doing in your business on the left side. So you can call this what I do, for example. Okay. And then you can also do what, on the right side, what I don't need to do. Now I'd also like you to write down things that you don't like what do you currently do? Do you clean the house? Do you, do you currently train clients? Do you run the Facebook ads? List out everything on the left side. Okay. This is a very powerful exercise I do with my highest paying clients. So on the left side, write down the list of what you currently do and just spend some time on this. Okay. Get the piece of paper and actually do the exercise, because you will not get it out of your head and start to really see it until you do it. So on the left side, you're going to write down what I currently do and list everything. And on the right side, okay, you want to start to list out the things that you don't need to do. Now, maybe right now you want to train people all the time and you want to be the trainer. But the top 3 things that, in my experience, help shift a business are bringing on an assistant, just like Anne, okay, having someone to take over training some of your clients if you're looking to build and grow a business, not just do everything on your own. And then the third one, which is a big shift for a lot of people, is having someone to sell or enroll clients for them. Now, the stage and timeline of this, it's not going to happen immediately. And so when I'm coaching my clients and when they come through my programs, it really depends on where you are in the life cycle of your business as to when these happen and how to do it at the right time. But just understand that once you start to do these things and you start to remove the thought of I'm the best and only person that can do this, then you'll start to create power. When I was with Richard Branson on his island, Necker, he talks about the fact that the reason why he's so successful is because he finds people better than him. And that's why he has, all these companies, 400 companies or so, because he's a true entrepreneur. He finds talent. And so right now, have a think about where you are in the business and what do you think is the next hire? It doesn't have to be employment. It can be contract. What do you think is the next hire that will help free up that time leverage so that you can focus on your strengths? Because if you write down all of the things on the left that you're currently doing, also put a dollar value or a pound value next to that. And what you'll suddenly start to realize is that you're doing things in your business where you should really bring someone in to do that and take that away from you, because your time is valued so much more. Okay. And what I want you to do is post into the comments below, and this is your action step, 100 points. And let me know, what do you think is your next hire? What do you think is the hire that, even though it might not be now, it might be in 3 months' time, 6 months' time, it might be tomorrow. But whatever that is, what do you think is the next one that would free up some time for you to be able to be in your zone of genius so that you're feeling better, you're able to really grow your business and start to zoom out instead of being on the floor doing everything? And do we have to get back to the floor and go and do some things from time to time, even when we've made hires? Yes, because now you're starting to get into leadership. When you start hiring people, you go from doing everything on your own to now becoming a leader, because now you're leading people. And the minute that you decide, thanks for the hair on my face. The minute you decide to make that hire, whether it's a contractor, whether it's a staff member, you shift into the mode of being a leader to that person, because now you're dealing with their challenges and their emotions and how you bring them into the ecosystem and the culture of your business. And that's scary for a lot of people. And can certain things happen when you bring on staff or contractors where, you know, it doesn't work out, and then you suddenly go back to doing things, and then you don't make future hires because you have negative associations like, oh, this person did this to me, or they stole my clients. All of those things are going to challenge you in your business moving forward. But there's things that you can do to prevent that once you get more masterful. And that's just growing a business, you know? So hopefully you've enjoyed that video. Hopefully it'll give you some insights into getting to the next level. And again, these are just strategies which I adopt and coach my clients through in, you know, the Platinum Mastermind, or those who have shifted to 10K a month or more. So I really want you to start to get this, because as much as it's great to talk about leads and sales and marketing, you know, the true growth is going to come when you start to build a team. So for example, you know, I've got, you know, someone in operations, and I have a coaching director, and I have coaches, and I have, you know, people who run, you know, my ads and all of this. And so it's so much better for me to be doing what my strength is, things like this, because right now I'm in my zone. I love doing stuff on camera. I love adding value, and that's where my strength is. And so if I'm doing the things which are causing me stress, like, you know, analytical stuff and numbers, it doesn't make me feel good. And so I want you to run your business from a place of feeling good. Does it mean that you're not going to have to dive in to do some stuff which is difficult and a pain in the ass? Of course, you know, but that's the point. You're going to have to get your hands dirty from time to time. All right, guys. So from me, I'm Buddha. Say hi. Okay. This is King Charles Cavalier. So this little man has changed my life. If you have ever owned a dog, or you have a dog, then you'll know what I mean. I wasn't a dog man until I took on board to my life Buddha, who's an amazing addition to my centeredness and calm, as the storm of running a business can often take things away. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next video, and have a think, and most of all, comment into the chat box below, and I will reply. Take it easy. Have a great day.